Yetta, do you have 10 seconds for me?
Moving forward with the Decker team. Moving forward together with the Decker team.
We've enjoyed for 30 years coming alongside you for real estate. Really, we've helped over 317 families, and it's so much more than just real estate. It's about building wealth, building finances, like making great use of them, building your fun, building and even flourishing inside relationship. 30 years of building your home, your life, and your business. Okay, I have 10 seconds for you. Absolutely.
Yes,
and
excellent.
I don't have 11.
They don't mind if the airwaves go silent for 10 seconds then?
Okay. In this episode, what we're going to explore is that when we connect for 10 seconds in the right way, it actually sets up the rest of the day.
Yeah, because I think there was a book, right? We read. What was it called? 10-Second Kiss?
Yeah.
10-Second Kiss. It altered our relationship and our life, really.
Right, because and maybe
10 seconds in the morning, 10 seconds at night.
Right,
That's all it takes.
10 times 2. But you don't make it 11 because 11's a little long and a little steamy and it gets too hot in there.
Yeah, and then I don't go to work.
Right, and that's a problem. And so what we learned is life itself, and maybe you've discovered this too, we have a tendency to pack in a whole lot of things that need to get done. I mean, we have work, we have the kids, we have to take care of ourselves, we have to eat, we have to sleep, we got to clean the house a little bit, create a heavenly environment, visit some friends, do some yard work.
Get my hair cut, get my teeth cleaned.
Oh yeah, those things too. So drive somewhere, help
Get
somebody.
The car oil change done, change
go
the
to
tires.
church.
Oh, that's the season right now. Maybe you've already done yours. Get your snow tires off.
So we could go on probably for the entire segment, talking about what we need to do in the course of a day. And I bet we miss some really important stuff. You're thinking about things we haven't even talked about yet. And so in the midst of all that, we found it really easy, and maybe you have too, to forget about keeping it together inside our relationship.
Yeah, so 40 years of marriage and keeping it
spicy.
Spicy. Picante.
Yeah, picante. A little bit provocative and a little bit poignant and even a little bit picante.
Yeah, and so this 10-Second Kiss thing was a great book we read.
Decades ago.
Yeah, we start the day that way, we finish the day that way.
Right. And so it's really about how do you build a connection that's meaningful to you. For you, it may not be a 10-second kiss. It may be something different, although we're going to recommend it is a 10-second kiss.
Well,
and we don't set a timer.
You have a relationship with somebody.
Yes, true. But it's really the idea of connecting with the person that you want to be intimately connected to. Because if we don't connect, we grow apart and we don't know each other. We don't like each other. And we're just two people, ships passing in the day. Not just the night, but just ships passing rather than truly connecting. Coexisting rather than connecting. And we did do that for a season. I mean,
cohabitated,
yeah. Under the same roof.
But not in a relationship. A good relationship. You know what I mean?
Right.
Am I interrupting you?
No, you just carry on, my baby. Just carry on.
So yeah, you have this squeezed in life. And if you don't schedule for intimacy and connection time, then what happens is the problems, the emergencies, the issues, they schedule themselves.
They show up anyway.
Yeah.
Right? Like even when you don't plan for them.
Mm-hmm.
And yet somehow the deeper, more meaningful things, if you don't plan for them,
they don't show up.
They don't show up. They don't just happen. So the word effort is a really investing in putting effort into the things that you actually want to see flourish, the things you actually want to see grow, the things you actually want to see expand is essential.
You know what I've been failing epically at lately?
Ooh, what is it?
I've been putting in my calendar to take you on a date.
I know.
A date night. And it hasn't happened. You know, I could blame COVID. I could blame this. I could blame that. But date doesn't mean you have to go out. Right? A date is I do something special for you, whether it's cook dinner or we play a game of, what's he call that thing? What do we play?
We play sequins.
Sequins, yes. I love sequins because I usually beat you at sequins.
And I like Carcassonne because I usually beat you.
Yeah, I guess that's why I don't like it.
So finding things where you can connect.
Mm-hmm.
Right? What are some other examples? Because really what we're talking about is in 40 years of marriage, we've done so many things wrong. And for the first 10, we really didn't connect unless it was, as we talked about earlier, an escalation. We would occasionally come together, but it was more forced. It was not comfortable. So when we're saying effort, we're not saying force a thing. We're just saying plan for it and have intention within it.
Yes. And so around that 10-second kiss twice a day, we also had the 30-second hug tagged on there. And what I find, because touch is one of my primary love languages, a hug, even if we're arguing, a hug will melt me. I can just feel the tension, the stress dissipate. It just falls off me. I become like a limp noodle.
Right. So identifying love languages can be a beautiful opportunity for you to actually know how to connect with the person. Because I think we all desire all 5 types of love. That's how he's identified it, Gary Chapman. He's written.
What are the 5 real quick? You might as well tell them.
I might as well. So one is touch. You
Quality
identified
time.
that. Quality time. Gifts is another one, right? And then acts of service and words of encouragement. And words of encouragement could be a note, they could be spoken, they could be a video message. Like the dialect of each love language is a layered learning. And that's why Gary Chapman has written so many books on the love languages, like in the workplace, with a child, with a parent, with a partner, because the dialects that I would speak to my child in terms of touch would be very different than the dialect I might speak with my partner.
He has a new one out about love languages in the workplace.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it.
Did you say that in your list?
No.
Okay, I was listening. Good.
This is really
I'm getting
good.
brownie points for listening today.
Yeah, because he wants some points here. So bottom line is, let's plan for some fun. Plan for the connection, plan for the intimacy. Like, how do you plan for it? I'd love for you to take some action here and let us know what you do. Because as we expand the conversation and include your experience from your relationship, we all get better.
Yes, and I got a tip for the men out there. A little tip on how women keep score.
Oh.
So here's the secret, guys. And ladies, you can turn your ears off. If you just surprise her and take her out on a date, you'll get 1 point for that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you tell her in advance and put it on a calendar, you'll get a point then. If you remind her a couple of days out that you've taken care of the babysitting for the kids or whatever is needed, you'll get another point. The other thing is that lady is going to tell all her girlfriends that her spouse is taking her on a date. And every time she tells one of her lady friends, ding, a point for you, ding, another point, ding, 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 ding. And then when you go out on the date, you're already up 10 points. It's awesome. That's my little tip for you.
It's actually, there's a lot of truth in that. Doesn't work the other way around, it seems. So for us, we can surprise them, and that seems to be the best approach.
It's enough, because we're not going to tell all our guy friends that we're going out on a date. It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
So we are honored to be your advocates on this journey of life and real estate.
Moving forward with the Decker team. Moving forward